So this video is just purely going to be about RODI water, and I'm just going to actually show you the RODI systems. This one is one that I recommend, but you could get any of the ones that are more suitable for you. Bulk reef supply is in fact the only ones that I actually recommend using. The quality is unmatched. You get a way better system. Everything's super interchangeable. Like it's definitely the way to go. Do not sit there and buy some dinker cheap system, and what's going to end up happening is, for one, you're not going to produce that much water. For two, you're going to produce all sorts of wastewater, and then for three, you're non-stop going to be replacing components in there, like non-stop. If you by chance go with a 4-stage system, you are going to only see this will actually be mixed bed resin and then an RO membrane. Now, maybe that's fine for, hypothetically. In reality, it's kind of not worth doing, because that mixed bed resin, you're going to have specific resins, because that mixed bed, when they do it like that, it actually has all of these. So one of them exhausts, like let's say your water has high ammonia in it, right? So your aniline resin is going to actually exhaust faster, but because that one exhausts, you have to actually replace all of it. So this way, everything is compartmentalized, and then also, because you are running dual block like this, your blocks last longer, because even if the first one goes bad, the second one still picks up, because the first one's extending the life of the second. It just works out. Granted, yes, I need to replace my sediment filter there, whatever. It's between me making the water, everything else. Still 0 TDS, so I didn't really care. This is my last shot that I was going to do of 200 gallons with it. Just the same though, the pressure on here, you're going to want your pressure to, you can have it range 40 to 60. Here's the deal. It's not going to operate as efficiently at that. So I honestly run it at 80. That being said, I run a booster pump. So if your water is, really weak pressure, you're going to have to buy their booster pump. It's like $100, something like that. That being said, it works really great, and your system does work very, very efficiently like that. Your flush valve, before and after every use, you're gonna use this. This position is to flush. You're gonna flush your system for 2 to 5 minutes before and after each use. Those just go like that. Yeah, this is your TDS meter right here. It reads the TDS as it's coming out. You're gonna have this is your finished water. Comes through. I actually use an IBC and mix it all in here and store. It has the automated shutoff right here, so as this thing goes up, it actually closes the water valve. If you're not using the booster pump, it's safe. If you're using the booster pump, then you're gonna have to get a pressure shutoff. Not this one, because what will happen is this is going to shut off, but that booster pump's still going to be pumping water at a higher pressure through your system, versus if you're not using it, this will go, and it's just like you turn off the sink. So it's not a big deal. Like that's what those things are for. That being said, I still have it on there. Just makes it easy to get, But yeah, past that, I do use a pump to pump the water back out, and then I have hose and I pump it up into my ponds. I can run that hose wherever I want to. It makes it very, very easy. That's the system that I do. It works very, 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 very well. Yeah, you can even heat it if you want. That's actually a backup. It's not even plugged in. I heat this whole area anyway. But yeah, then as far as, so for your water, you have your incoming water is the red, and this goes straight from your sink to the system, and they actually do come with a sink adapter, so it just screws right onto the sink. It's that easy. You can even unscrew it if you want, or it even has the little valve to turn so that the sink still works when you're not using your system. This water is for your drain water, and this is the bad water that your RO membranes reject. So this one, you literally just shove down into the drain, make sure it's secure, and then you're good to go. That's it. It's that easy. What I do personally is I actually run the cold water and the hot water at the same time. You don't have to. I just do it because it's, you know, more pressure, plus it's less time for things to actually get higher temperature in here. So I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. But to each their own. You can do whatever you want. Anyways, yeah. For the carbon blocks, I definitely recommend personally, don't do the 5 micron and then 1 micron, or definitely don't do 5 micron, 5 micron, do 1 micron, 1 micron, and actually make sure this is 1 micron too. And you could do 5 micron, but the thing is too, is yeah, you'll be replacing these. Like this is actually not that much use and it is slammed. So that is actually taking all sorts of stuff out of my water. You're better off going through these like Skittle, like candy, versus replacing these blocks every, it can get wild. Depending on how much water volume you're using. This one's the 150 gallon water saver mode one, so every day it produces 150 gallons. Honestly, it produces with the booster pump roughly 175 to 200 gallons. It's not 150, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about that. Rejection ratio too with the booster pump, I gotta say it's probably about 2/3 success, 1/3 rejection, maybe a little bit less. It's pretty efficient, honestly. I don't have any complaints about it. This is literally like dream dream setup right here. And this is key. So for any of you guys that are like, oh, I don't know, like honestly, this is gonna save your booty. You need to get this because this does an incredible amount of things, which I will go through in another video, but I just wanted to actually show you guys this so that you guys could see. Like I said, this is your water coming in. There's a sink adapter that screws onto the sink, to the faucet. This one here is for rejection water. The black that comes out from the top. This one goes into the drain of the sink. Obviously the blue gets connected to there, goes through your resins, Tds meter, there, finalized water goes into a storage thing. Now you can use like those gray garbage cans that are like 35 and 55 gallons. That's fine. I've used them depending on how much water volume you're messing with. That is a good system to use or not. This water being kind of thick like this, by the way, this is on purpose. This is things that I do. This is not what the water comes out like. This water is like, comes out just 0 TDS, absolutely not. It's like crazy. Very effective. But I add all sorts of, you know, I'm going kind of wild on what I allow to happen in this water on purpose because I want it to be a certain way for breedings and stuff like that. So ignore the fact that it kind of looks like, whoa. Believe me, that water's actually prime time for betas. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I can't, unfortunately, I have it blocked off. You can see the sink adapter right there. And where I have the rejection water, this is my work sink. And then I was tired of poking holes all over in my walls, so I actually have the booster pump just sitting on one of my thick jackets. But yeah, that's all. That's everything. This is pretty much just my office down here. This whole first floor is just fish stuff, ponds. There's, yeah. It's definitely not a house, so it's an office. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, bulk reef supply. It is the only one. I'm not sponsored by any of that. This is the way to go, though. I don't want to see you guys going with any of these dinky. Telling you right now, you're going to be doing nothing but chasing your tail. Don't get fish. Don't get all this, you know, stuff you don't need. Jump in and actually get the correct things. And it's just like a house. You can't build a solid house on a faulty foundation. This is your foundation. Then you move forward and, you know, can do that. I don't care if you think that your water's pristine or any of that stuff. Like, trust me, it can get scary. Like, the amount of problems that people have that they shouldn't have, and then they finally go to this way, and it just, boom. Oh, wow, success is just through the roof. Through the roof. So, please, you guys, like, entertain this idea, and dive in. It's definitely worth it. You don't want to go buy the system. You're like, oh, well, I'm only running a 20 gallon and I just don't even have the capacity to do that. Maybe I can't do, you know, that much wastewater and everything like that. Cool. Then at least find a saltwater shop or something like that and go and buy RODI water from them. Bring a TDS meter. Trust me. Some of you guys that are watching this video probably, or will watch this video, actually know as well that I've actually helped people who are going and getting RODI water, and they had all these issues and everything, and I'm helping them analyze all this stuff, and I'm like, test your water for me, because that's not mixed, nothing for what you're doing, because this doesn't make any sense. The only thing that makes any sense is they sold you tap water, and you know what? They did. They did. All of it. So, then, went and switched and got from a different source. Now, problem solved on that. Like, I'm thinking about ones in specific right now where she actually just had to drive like way out, and it was just a wreck. She'd been having problems for like, I think she said like a year or two, and then did this and was fixed. It's incredible. So make sure that you're actually buying, it's sad to say, but make sure if you're doing that you're actually buying real RODI water, not tap water. It sounds really stupid, but do it. Bring a TDS meter with you. It's worth it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much it for this one.